this is a short video to give you some hints on when dealing with new text. Some of the tips I'm going to give you are just kind of practical, technical tips. For example, you can pull out a list of vocabulary from all the units you've studied. The way you do it, you go on your table of content, you scroll down, you go to the link vocabulario, you can click on it, and here you have the vocabulary of, again, all the reading you've done so far. This is 1A and 1B, and then you can go to 2, 2A, 2B. Print it out. You can print it out and use it by your side. Keep it by your side. I want you to use those vocabulary lists. Nobody's expecting from you to memorize all the words that you've studied so far. You have to know many of them, but it is absolutely normal that you have to look at some aid to remember them all. So pull it up and print it out. The other tools you have is a highlight. You can highlight words if you need to. You have sticky notes. You can put them by the word you want to write notes about, and you use them to study. That said, when you're dealing with a new text, there are a few, again, tips. The first one is having a context. If we don't have a context, whatever we look, it's in front of us is just gibberish. So we have to have a context. In this case, the context is given by the theme of the unit. You're studying sports and pastimes. You can expect the readings to be about sports and pastimes. The second one is visuals. You see pictures. In this case, you see a picture of an athlete. He's on a wheelchair. She seems not to have limbs. You can look at titles, Bebe and Paola Ragazze d'Oro, and you can start, making a mental list or written list for that matter of words you might know about that topic. I also want you to look into your background knowledge. Look at all the cognates, so words that look the same and mean the same in the two languages, Italian and English or Italian and Spanish, and have them ready because you might find those words in the reading. Once you've done those things, once you look at those cues, so the context, the title, the visuals, you start reading sentence by sentence. Do not go word by word, but go sentence by sentence. Don't be afraid of reading a whole sentence. Let's try to do this together. So first of all, the title, Bebe e Paola Ragazze d'Oro. Bebe e Paola, those are two names. Ragazze means girls. D'Oro means gold. These are athletes, so I'm expecting to read about two gold medalists. They probably won something in some sport event. Then I start reading. Again, Beatrice Vio e Paola Egonu sono due giovani sportive italiane famose in tutto il mondo. Wow, that's a long sentence, isn't it? We already have the first 5 words. Name and last name of these two girls. Sono, we know this, it's the verb to be, the verb essere, they are. Due, the number 2. Giovani means young. Let's say we don't remember that giovani is young. Then I go and use something that I want you to have open. It's your word reference. So I'm going to write down giovane, that means young. Okay, so let me go back to my reading. Sono due giovani, there are two young sportive, sportive, athletic, italiane, Italian, famose, cognate, famous, in, tutto, I don't know what tutto is. Okay, let me write that down as well. Tutto means all. You can write a note here. You can highlight the word that you don't know. Another word, mondo, I don't know what that is. I'm going to write it down. Mondo is world. Now I can make sense of this sentence. Beatrice e Paola, they are two young athletes or athletic Italian famous all over the world. Got my first sentence. I can take notes. I can write something so I can remember. Keep reading. Beatrice Vio, detta Bebe, è una schermitrice. Now, these are campionessa paralimpica mondiale ed europea di fioretto individuale. Again, a very long sentence. Italians tend to write very long sentences, but many of them are just adjectives. I also want to point out these round symbols that you know for sure. Those are symbols of glosses. So every time you see that, scroll down and look for the meaning. The first one, detta, means known. Schermitrice means fencer. So Bebe, no, Beatrice, known as Bebe, is one or a fencer. Campionessa paralimpica. If I know these words again, I put them in my word reference and I look for the meaning. So you have to do this. Is this fast? No, it's not fast. Is it easy? Might not be easy, but you can get a hold of it and you can practice, and things will become easier and easier. Expect to spend some time on these readings because that's just what it is and what it takes. But you will see that with time, the process will become easier, smoother, and faster. I hope this helps. Ciao.